Call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence for the armed forces. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Brenda, can we get roll call?
Counselor Andrews.
Present.
Counselor Flegel. Here. Counselor Nye. Here. Counselor Pearson. Absent. Counselor Rydell.
Here.
Counselor Shear.
Here.
Counselor Wilson.
Here.
Mayor Miller.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, announcements. Please silence all cellular devices during the meeting. Thank you. And council members, please remember to turn on your microphones. We have no special visitors tonight, so then I will, at this time, I'd like to open up public comment period number 1. Please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 5 minutes.
Just came out of the closet.
All right, then I'll close public comment period number 1. Consent calendar. The following agenda items will be acted upon by a single motion unless a member of Borough Council wishes to a specific item to be voted separately. Approve minutes for June 9th, 2026 Borough Council meeting. Approve payment of all bills listed on the May 2026 detailed check listing report, and approve treasurer's report for the period of January 1st through May 31st, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
This was Tim's first treasurer's report. And I said it was your first treasurer's report.
Action and discussion items. Discuss changing to a cashless operation.
Yours is too close. So, I know I've talked to Kim and Brenda, I've talked to the ladies in the office, and having cash in our borough office is an issue. Number one, I said having cash in the office is an issue. Number one, because of the penny shortage, with, the pennies about rounding down, rounding up, there's a lot of hoops and hurdles they have to make legally due to that. Safety and security of our people working here, because I know there's sometimes Brenda has said there's been people brought cash in here of over $5,000 to make a payment. And I think, modern times is you can write a check, you can write a money order, or you can pay with your debit credit card in front office. And I think it's time to move ahead with technology and get rid of the cash in our office.
Is there, I know that with paying by debit and credit card, that accumulates a fee for that resident, correct?
Yes, because we're government, we cannot pass on the fee, okay? However, it will be up to the resident on how they want to pay. If they want to pay by a credit card, it is a certain percentage. I don't remember what that percentage is offhand, but it's cheaper to actually do it where you can have us go in and take it from your account. Or you can set it up on a recurring bill pay with your financial institution and not pay us, not pay a charge for it unless it's charged by your financial institution. I know for a fact that, I have recurring, electric, sewer, water, those kind of bills, and I just have them come out of my account automatically with my credit union. It doesn't cost me anything. It's a service they provide, and you just have to make sure you set it up that you get the check here in time.
Okay.
So you
Are we
know.
currently taking credit card, debit cards currently?
We do, yes, we do. And there is a charge, and there's quite a few people that will use them in spite of the charge. We tell everybody when they come in, there is a charge. So, but it is, if you send it through an electronic check, it's a cheaper charge. It's like $1.50. If you use a credit or a debit card, it's 2.95%, yeah. So, and that is actually somewhat the going rate. In fact, I think it's actually cheaper for some. But because we're government, we legally cannot absorb that fee. So there's something with the credit card companies that prohibit that. I don't know what it
What
is
do you
exactly.
think the percentage is of people that come in and actually pay cash?
Exactly what I
Because
Okay.
there are a lot of people that don't have checking accounts. There's a lot of people who don't have a card,
Yeah. What's the percentage of people that bring in cash
bring in
now
cash.
or pay by cash now?
Well, we would give them enough time to
No,
get.
No,
how many-
what's the
about how many
percentage
people?
now, do you
About how
think?
many? Oh, I'm sorry, let me turn it up. That's, it's not as many as you think. Most of our customers are using checks or using credit card. I would have to say probably two-thirds. Is that a good guess? Of our customers are already using, out of the 3,000 are already using. Out of that 1,000 that's not using a credit card, I'd probably say maybe half of them aren't paying, period, with check, you know, with credit card, with cash. So there's a small amount that uses, or that pays by cash only.
We would have, you take money orders as well?
Do we wait?
Money orders?
Yes, absolutely. That's cash. So they'd be welcome to get those. And I don't think this is something you can implement immediately. I think this is something that you probably would have to shoot like for the first of the year. And just keep reiterating every chance we get, website, you know, any kind of newsletter that we're putting out, anything that, you know, on our electronic sign, if you want, we can get that notice out that as of the 1st of January, we won't be accepting cash. Our neighboring communities don't.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Yeah. North Londonderry and South Londonderry do not accept cash. So,
I'd like to make the motion that we go cashless as of January 1st, 2027.
I would second it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
so this will be a process. You know, we'll have to educate people.
All right. All right, that will take us to reports. President's report. With it being the end of June, I'd like to remind everybody to stay safe during their 4th of July celebrations. Make sure you have water for your fireworks and just all around stay safe. Mayor Miller.
Okay, everybody, July 3rd is there's a parade in Johnstown. That's for the Lebanon County for the 250th anniversary of our country. So there's something if you want to think about going and seeing. But it is later in the day. It's not, you know, a morning one. It's, you know, in the afternoon, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I think it starts at 6. 5:30 or 6.
I think it rolls off at 6, Tom.
Rolls off at 6. I knew it was later, but go ahead and see those if you're in that area. Want to see something for the 250th anniversary, which is nice because it's on the 3rd. But as far as Palmyra, we're continuing to work and really keep this town really great, and I appreciate all the work that gets done. As I've said many times, if you look through here and the Treasury report and all the other reports, this is probably, 30, 40 pages? They have to go through this. It's easy to approve now because all between the thing, they've spent the 2 weeks going through all this paperwork to make sure everything is right. So again, it's not as easy as a job as you may think it is, but they're doing a good job, and I want to thank them all.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
What's the date of that parade?
The third.
Third, July
I think,
3rd.
I think we talked about being in it. I think we talked about being in it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, anything else, Mayor?
That's it.
All right,
Thank you much.
all right, the financial report.
The financial report for May of 2026 has been prepared, been reviewed by both Brenda and myself. We've gone over that and started the process of getting into the budget for the year.
All right. Anything to add, Brenda,
Was that?
on the financial report?
I have nothing to add.
All right. The fire department and EMS. You have the May Lifeline EMS report. Anybody have any questions on that? All right. Counselor Flegel with the library report.
All right, well, you have it in front of you. We've started all the summer learning programs, have started this month. We have a ton of them. They are pretty much full. There's very little openings in them. There's a couple places that have them that you don't have to register. You can just go in, which is nice, but the ones that they have to register for are booked. And the spice of the month is Cajun seasoning, just so you know. And I wanted to remind people, I don't know why people don't know this, but we have heard a lot of rumors that people don't come and get a library card because they think they have to pay for a library card. You do not pay for a library card. They are free to use. And I've never heard of that before, somebody paying for one, but apparently that's been going around, that they think they have to pay for them. It is a free library. It is a public library. It is free. Please come and see us. Programs are huge. Check it out online.
Fair point there.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Western Lebanon County Regional Police Department.
That report's
Police
easy.
officer's not here, but if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions, I can pretty much answer a lot of them.
Sergeant Stickler was supposed to be here, but he must be on a call.
Anybody have any questions on it? Recreation Commission.
Okay, you guys have our minutes from our previous meeting in your packet. I do want to update the council on some concerns from the Ridge Road Sports Complex from over the weekend. Just number one, Ridge Road Sports Complex is not in the borough. It's in North Londonderry Township. It is not owned by the borough. It is owned by the Palmyra School Board. The Parks and Rec Commission facilitates activities at Ridge Road. So over the past several weeks, we've gotten concerns regarding the traffic congestion, the mud, the dust, emergency access from our EMA coordinator. And since that started over this past weekend, on Monday, there has been a lot of discussion within the committee on fixing a solution. We've talked to In the Net. They're actually going to bring in water this weekend for the tournament to try to keep the dust down. That way the people that live at the community behind that's getting dusted up is hopefully mitigate that.
I have no idea what's going on today.
We're also looking at doing a traffic study up there because the Parks and Rec Commission does have a highway occupancy permit that only allows certain many vehicles in and out there a day. So we're going to make sure we're not going over that to make sure that it's going to be followed. So right now, we're just actively discussing everything that's going on up there to try to mitigate and fix the problem so people that live behind there are not being inundated by dust and noise and everything else.
If people do have complaints, who do they direct them to?
They would direct them to the Parks and Rec Department.
We've gotten a few by email and responded to them accordingly.
Anybody have any questions for Counselor Rydell on the Rec Commission? All right. Solicitors report.
There's nothing really.
Okay.
We're gonna, I guess you have action to take further on about having your solicitor at the zoning hearing board meeting. She's prepared to attend. If she cannot attend, she will have somebody there.
Okay. Zoning and codes enforcement. The following applications will be considered at the July 13th, 2026 zoning hearing board meeting. 52 West Main Street, owner Paola Cali, applicant Carrie Dieter, seeking exception from section 380-51 to allow a game room / arcade in the central business district. And 33 East Main Street, owner Andy Sadazin, applicant Dan Lorena / Prime Play LLC, seeking special exemption from section 380-51 to allow operations of an indoor amusement arcade consisting of skill game devices within an existing commercial storefront. We have a suggested motion to authorize Borough Solicitor to appear at the July 13, 2026 zoning hearing board meeting for the purpose of opposing the application of 52 West Main Street, owner Paola Cali and applicant Carrie Dieter, and the application for 33 East Main Street, owner Andy Sadazin and applicant Dan Luria.
I'll make the motion.
Second that one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Also have another exemption, 1221 East Main Street, owner of 1221 East Main Street LLC and Radii LLC, seeking exemption from section 380-22.C37, section 380-122, section 380-139.B for the purposes of building a warehouse.
And this is one going up behind Philadelphia Mixers for them, right?
Yes, this application is for, they're looking to subdivide this into 2 lots. This application is for lot number 2 to allow the warehouses. In your ordinance, under this zoning district, it requires warehouses by special exception. So their application is to seek that special exception to allow them to construct a warehouse. And basically, all you need to do is tell Kim and I, what do you want? Do you support this? Do you want to stay neutral, or are you in opposition of this?
I make a motion to support it.
I make the, I'll second that
It's
motion to
already in
support
the
it.
Who made the motion? Okay, Karen and Denver?
Yep.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Borough Managers Report.
Thank you. We have been discussing the issue of street sweeping and the number of seasonal sweepings. I believe we had an email go out to all of you a couple weeks ago where we were discussing a recommendation to reduce the number of seasonal sweepings to 3, the end of spring, during summer, and early fall. In addition, we're also asking that the current ordinance that identifies the 2 streets that are to be swept, Railroad and Cherry, that those be redacted so that we have more flexibility in determining what streets we should sweep on any given year or any given season. At the moment, for example, there's no regular sweeping of Main Street, and that might be one that we would consider. We'd also obviously continue to work with Public Works Committee and Public Works Group and discuss those areas where they see more significant dirt to be picked up. We just happened to be in my office a couple weeks ago. I can still say a couple weeks ago because that's still while I was here. And we noticed that the street sweeper was not working, just mounds of dirt and dust coming out of it. And turned out that the water jets were not working, the brushes were not working properly. The street sweeper has been in the shop since then for, I think, going on soon 4 weeks. So they get to it as soon as they get to it, but it's something we keep in mind. So we have been also talking with North Londonderry about reducing the number of street sweeping requests from 5 to 3. And they're very supportive of that. They think that's sufficient for what they need. And that's one that we're working with them, and we're going to work with them to develop the best plan moving forward, so we coordinate together. South Londonderry, Derry, had used our street sweeper in the past. However, they have recently found it more fiscally efficient to rent a street sweeper for the very few times that they use it. And they don't think it's necessary to have their own sweeper and maintain it. We're talking with them as well with regard to looking at some assistance from them. They have offered us the opportunity to work with their paver rather than spend what we have in our budget to buy another paver. I think we had about $95,000 set aside. The cost of a new full-size, good condition sweeper is about $250,000. So that'd be straining the budget quite a bit right now. So they have suggested that they would be more than happy to work with us in terms of making their paver available to the extent that we need it. So they said, we'll supply the driver, you supply the crew, and we can work together on that. So we'll continue that discussion, but it was a very positive discussion in terms of both North and South Londonderry to work together as a team rather than simply buy all the things you need yourself. Work together and come up with a sharing arrangement. I think overall that's going to be helpful for all of us in the future. That's all I have.
Yes.
Yeah, you just did.
Yeah,
Londonderry.
with South Londonderry Township.
It was intermixed together, Tom.
Concentrating so much on that other thing that my brain, I was like, oh, so I apologize.
And we've also asked for the redaction of the only 2 streets that are named. So we have some flexibility.
So does that part have to come before us for that, or?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in your ordinance. It's ordinance number 350, and we just updated that, so we update that periodically for handicap parking. So the next time that we have an update for handicap parking, we'd like to ask the solicitor to remove the mandatory streets for paving. And really, we have no argument with,
For
from the
street
police
sweeping?
department either, because when our sweeper isn't working, which has been frequently this year, we have to go to them and tell them, please don't ticket anybody, because the street sweeper's not gonna go down the street. So, no, we had no argument from the chief on that. He's like, just let us know and we'll stop ticketing cars. So the 2 streets, like Kim said, are Cherry Street and East and West, and Railroad North and South. I don't know the premise behind making them mandatory street sweeping streets. I have no idea. That's long before me. So,
And in the 3 weeks I've been here, 3 weeks, I've had exactly 1 email from resident about asking, where's the street sweeper? That's all the questions I've had. And I don't know that we've received any phone calls.
well, ironically though, we've had more calls from North Londonderry residents wondering where the street sweeper is. So I've just been referring them to North Londonderry. No, because we tell them the street sweeper's not working. They tell them to call us. So, one big vicious circle.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
No communications. Anybody have any other business?
Yes. Don't skip over me.
Sergeant? Mayor?
I have some things, because I've had some folks in town and some other things that happened. We have one person that does zoning and coding in our office over there. And I just happened to be back there and actually swamped with the amount of work to do, and is not able to do going out around town. We've had a lot of complaints of folks that I've seen a lot of areas that are just very messy and have time to go out there and kind of met in our town. And because all the time is going to zoning, so lost a person there, hiring someone so we can get the right. No, but work's not getting done and it's. It's swamped.
Counselor Flegel? All right.
Okay, there is a pothole at the Sheets entrance on Prince Street. Saw
yeah.
it today.
Yeah, it opened up again.
And also, the ordinance that we have, I know we don't have signs on every street regarding the parking of the campers and the RVs and the trailers and the, whatever that whole sign says. I know we don't have that sign everywhere on every street anymore. But does that apply to every street? Okay. Okay. After the meeting.
All right. Anybody else have anything?
Do you have any?
No, nothing else.
All right.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to open public comment period number 2. Please step to the microphone, state your name, address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes.
Bill, will you turn the mic on for him? Thank you.
It's on the side, Sarge.
At the bottom. Push the bottom, yeah.
Chris Kuntz, address 209 West Oak Street, Palmyra. So I don't really have anything planned. I didn't have any public comment planned, but I did see, we talked a little bit about the cashless payment. Personally, I don't like the idea of taking away cash payments from a government office. Do with that information what you may, obviously group decision, blah, blah, blah. But I do just want to say that, you know, although it is a small population of people who like to do cash payments, there are still those people. If there's a concern of cash in the office, I know there are other ways to implement minimizing the amount of cash in the office, such as only accepting exact payment methods. So if the bill is 79 cents, you got to pay exactly 79 cents. But I would just ask that, you know, careful consideration be taken and really account for all the residents when doing so. If it's great and it's a good idea, then it's a good idea. But, you know, some people might be opposed still.
Thank you. Anybody else for public comment period number 2? All right, at this time, I'll close public comment period number 2. Announcements, Borough Council will conduct its next public meeting on Tuesday, July 14th, 2026, and Tuesday, July 28th, 2026, beginning at 7 p.m. Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.